Hello, BookTube. This is Weekly Reads. As has become the tradition on this channel over the last few months, my manga reading was spectacular and everything else was a steaming pile of poo. So, my plan for this past reading weekend, Saturday and Sunday, was to read two short story collections. House of the Sleeping Beauties by Yasunari Kawabata, translated by Edward Seidensticker, and Acts of Worship by Yukio Mishima, translated by John Bester. So, House of the Sleeping Beauties is a collection of three novellas. The title novella is about an elderly gentleman who begins to frequent a brothel with the gimmick that the prostitutes are asleep when their Johns come to visit them. I read a page or two of the story and I no, just no. And I dipped into the other two short stories or novellas, One Arm and A Birds and Beast, and neither one particularly worked for me either, so I bailed. And I have to admit, I have a bit of a mixed reading relationship with Kawabata. I really love his nonfiction novel or lightly fictionalized nonfiction novel, Master of Go. Although I think to a certain extent, Kawabata style really, or at least the translation style, because to be perfectly honest, I'm not really all that impressed by Seidensticker's translations. But the other three works by him, Thousand Cranes, Sound of the Mountain, and The Old Capitol, I've liked, but I also haven't gone back to in a very long time. So it's something to think about. And I would like to do a video about it, but I don't know if it really would work out because I've been wanting to do discussion videos for months now, and yeah, they're not turning out. So moving on to Acts of Worship. So this is a reread from over 20 years ago. I've read this when I was 17 or 18 and forgot a lot about it, except for maybe some bits and pieces. And my attempt to reread this collection reminded me that I actually didn't particularly care for it when I read it, which is largely the case with a lot of my rereads of works that I've read when I was younger. But I read Fountains in the Rain, which is about a jerk who starts a relationship with a young woman with the sole intention of breaking up with her and trying to break her heart for some odd sadistic satisfaction or something. And the girl starts crying. And the punchline of the story is that the girl actually did not hear him breaking up with her, that she was crying for a completely different reason. Although how somebody could go be crying for as long as she seems to have been crying for, I don't know. But anyway, I didn't like it. And I remember, I didn't like this the first time I read it all those years ago. And then the second story, Raisin Bread, is basically about a group of people having a party on the beach. And again, didn't do anything for me. So I bailed on this too. Um, and I was thinking about, and I really need to make a video exploring my reaction to, and I think antipathy, or my contradictions with canonical fiction and modern and contemporary literary fiction. Because on the one hand, I'm largely have a antipathy for it. I'm not particularly drawn to it. I don't particularly enjoy it. But then there's also a part of me that feels that I should be drawn to it. I should like it. I should make myself like it, even if I don't. It's annoying. Um, anyway, and then I try to reread after not quite 20 years. It's going on 20 years. Bite Heart by Justin Chin. This is, I think, his debut collection of poetry. And I didn't get on with it. I think right now I'm sort of needing a break from poetry. Because I haven't really been getting on with the poetry that I've been reading the last few weeks. So maybe it's time to take a break from that. So over the course of the work week, from Monday, I have been reading the first 15 volumes of Fullmetal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa. Fullmetal Alchemist is one of my favorite series. It's also one of the most popular manga of the last 25 years. It's the story of two brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric. They are both prodigy alchemists who one day attempt to resurrect their dead mother via human transmutation, a forbidden alchemical operation. The transmutation fails, and the brothers are grievously wounded in the rebound. Edward loses a leg, and Alphonse loses his body. To save Alphonse's life, Edward sacrifices an arm to transcribe Alphonse's soul onto a suit of armor. After recuperating and receiving prosthetics, a prosthetic leg and arm, Edward becomes a state alchemist in the Amestrian military with the code name Fullmetal Alchemist. The brothers go in pursuit of the Philosopher's Stone, a alchemical object reputed to be able to bypass the law of equivalent exchange, in the hopes that this will allow them to gain their original bodies back. As they pursue the stone, they uncover the horrifying truth about the stone's manufacture and uncover a long-running conspiracy at the very heart of the Amestrian government that sees the brothers and a number of the brothers' allies as important human sacrifices for the promised day. I really love this series. Reading these first 15 volumes, I was reminded of it. It is just amazing, and I want to do a separate video about Fullmetal Alchemist when I finish the series, which, if everything goes according to plan, will be this Sunday. Over the course of this work week, I read the first 15 volumes, and over the course of the weekend, I should read the final 12 volumes and have a blast because the final part is wonderful. But so is the first part. I especially liked volume 15. Is amazing. Volume 12 and 13 are great, but yeah, so it's wonderful. So after I finish Fullmetal Alchemist, I will, I might read some new release manga. There are a number of series that are in publication that I've been following, and I have 2 with right now, and I'm waiting for the third to come in, and I'll do the manga haul when they come in on Monday, because the final 2 books should come in on Monday. And then if I decide to read those 3 volumes on Monday, on Tuesday I will start on Lost Paradise by Elizabeth Drayson. This is a history of Grenada. So that's my plan for next week. As far as videos are concerned, I have a number of manga-oriented videos. There's a manga haul incoming. I also want to make a video where I sort of figure out where I want to go with my manga collection and my manga collecting. Because as of once my these next 2 volumes come in, I will have finished off, well, I've already finished off Naruto, but I'll have caught up with Black Clover, and so I'll need to figure out what the next batch of series that I'm going to be actively collecting will be, and also what to do with some series that I don't think I want to collect. I also want to do a video on Fullmetal Alchemist and also Magic at the Labyrinth of Magic. And I think I'm going to try to do a video on the Great American Novel, because I've been wanting to do that for a while now, and it isn't working, and I don't quite know what path to take to make it work. And also a video on another video, because I think I've made several about this contradiction of I'm having that is really annoying me. Anyway, BookTube, that's all I have for this week. Sorry for not so many videos, but I haven't been feeling up for it partially, and also I've been a bit busy with other things during my filming periods, but hopefully next week I will be able to make more videos, including some tag videos, because I have been tagged in 2 videos, so I will try to make those as well on Tuesday. So until I see you next week, BookTube, thank you, have a great evening, and stay safe.